Alright, hello, today I want to make a quick video on the Holy Priest and their DPS rotation. Now currently I believe that Holy Priest DPS rotation is by far the worst of all the healers. All the healers have, typically a fairly nice DPS rotation that goes along with their healing style. And Holy Priest kind of fits into that, where they have the same, win more style of rotation, where, the more smites they cast, they're resetting the cooldowns on Holy Fires and Chastises. Which kind of flows with the spec. But the problem is that the weird interaction you get between whether you should be, the choice between whether you should cast Holy Fire or whether you should cast Chastise. Now the issue comes in where Chastise has no interaction with Holy Fire. Now Holy Fire is one of your largest sources of damage in terms of, that 2 stack of the Holy Fire dot. So what ends up happening is you might be going through your DPS rotation, you want to be casting as many smites as possible to be resetting Holy Fires to maintain that 2 stack of Holy Fire, but then your Chastise comes off cooldown and it's not an ability that interacts at all with Holy Fire, and because Holy Fire's duration on the target is really short, in your head you're thinking, okay, I want to be casting out as many smites as possible to reset Holy Fire. So you kind of just get into this weird scenario where you don't really know what to press, and it's just not, it's just not enjoyable to play with. I don't think anyone who can, anyone who's played Holy Priest with the DPS rotation can say it's an enjoyable experience. They enjoy pressing smite because they feel they get rewarded from it or whatever, which is just not the case. And this is very much represented in the median DPS logs for Holy at the moment. You can see that Holy and maximum percentiles, keep up pretty well in terms of all the other healers, but as soon as you drop off that, they're dramatically behind, and that's simply because of how this win more rotation works. Now what's a really easy implementation or fix to this problem is simply change how Chastise interacts with Holy Fire. Chastise, if it interacted the same as what Smite does, giving a 20% chance to reset Holy Fire, would make it great. Then there wouldn't be any choice between whether you want to be spam casting smites or cast your Chastise to reset the Holy Fire. Better yet, make the Chastise have an interaction with Holy Fire where it just resets the cooldown. That way, in periods where there's not much damage going out, you might want to squeeze in some damage. A DPS rotation could be Holy Fire into Chastise, reset the cooldown on Holy Fire, get that 2 stacks up immediately, and then proceed to go into casting smites. This way you would have a fluid rotation, you wouldn't have to have these weird choices. Now this might obviously seem something that's super minor, but it's in terms of it's 2018 game, there really shouldn't be this weird interactivity between your abilities and you having to be put into these complex situations of what what's the optimal ability to press. As a healer, I've played almost all the healers, and I can for sure say that the Holy Priest, in terms of its damaging component, is just terrible. It's just not thought out. It was just whacked together and there was no thought otherwise put into it. The other thing that's kind of strange that, just to kind of emphasize this point, is that Holy Nova has a chance to reset Holy Fire, which just has no reason to be in there. So I mean, remove that and put it on Chastise, and bing bada boom, this spec is, enjoyable to play. And I might have a higher emphasis on, the DPS rotation as probably most people, and I think it's, really important as a healer for DPS to be a significant factor, and that's why I'm, making this video. Anyway, I hope you learned something, and I hope you can share this around, and maybe Blizzard devs will hear it. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.